are we doing this morning, Logan? Other than...
Well, this morning we're heading to the Cobb County to see if we can land us what is it, a tom, I believe? I'm new to the terminology.
A turkey.
A turkey.
A tom or jake.
It's a jake. A turkey.
A bearded bird. Little camping, a little turkey hunting, a little stand moving. But we got to get there first.
We got to get there first.
That's what this is for.
That's what that's for. That's what
that's for. That and it's what's it called when something you drink that makes you poop? A laxative? It's also a laxative. So I'm going to wait on that.
That's a good idea.
We'll have an update at some point. Yeah. Oh well, it'll be fun. So this lock is not our lock, but nobody knows whose it is, so our instructions were to cut it off. But instead, we just broke the C-clamp. That'll work, as long as we get in. Game plan is to dump the four-wheeler, use it to get around, and try to figure out where we can find some goblin at. And then we ambush the birds. When we get to the big field, let's just stop before we get into it, and we'll hit a couple calls and just see. I'm freaking excited. But all around this big field, you're kind of on the top, the whole edge of it, it all falls down. So you're on a high spot the whole time you're calling. This back corner of the field, both back corners of the field, we see a lot of turkeys at. So I think the plan is just to dump the four-wheeler and we'll just drive all over the property and see if we can get one to gobble back and try to make a play on it then. But we'll see. It's a gorgeous morning. I thought I heard one when I first gobbled, but we hadn't cut the truck off, so I'm not sure. But I'm going to be optimistic and say it was. We got to get dressed, and then we'll be ready to go. Roll her out of there. Last time I was here for half a day, brought home 7 ticks. So we're going to try to not beat that personal record this time. We'll go to that corner, then we're going to go to that corner, and then we'll go from there. I can't imagine we'll be out here for a day and a half and not either see one or hear one. Strike 3! But we're not out. So it looks like we're just walking because we don't know how to kill turkeys. It looks like you got some scrapes. This is just it probably is injustice to call it a turkey hunting trip. It's just fellowship. It's just fellowship. But you get out here on this point. So what this is we've got this, we're on top of a ridge. It falls off to the lake on this side, and it falls off into some prime real estate down here. And we're just on the top of it. Down this four-wheeler road, and this is just, the end of it is torn to pieces. And we're assuming some of this has got to be turkeys. It looks like there's some scrapes, but like all that right there, I don't know a lot about turkey hunting, but that's got to be what that is. Okay, so this is the other entrance to our property, or one of the other entrances to the property. On a totally different side. Logan is going to go back. He's back in the area we started calling from this morning. He's going to walk around and try to find some sign and just set up on it. I'm going to get in here and park, do a little bit of calling, and just spend some time walking around back here on this other side for a little while. I know I'm not a good turkey caller. Granted, this is the first year he's ever done it. So okay, so I've popped out in the bottom side of this field. I could hear a couple deer that I jumped taking off on this up this wood line somewhere on the other side of tall grass. I never got a gobble as I worked my way. I don't know if you could hear that, but something just busted and blew like 50 yards behind us. I like to do that during deer season too. If they blow at me, I'll just blow back at them if I can't shoot them. So we're causing a bit of a ruckus, but that's okay. So here's the sitch. Here's the 411. I didn't have any turkeys on the camera, but while I was checking the camera, I heard it sounds like there's another hen, or there's a hen, somewhere back here behind me. Somewhere over there. It really sounded like it was coming from that point of trees. And we own that point of trees for a little ways. But it's a small enough piece where I couldn't just jump over there and get in it. So I got behind this big deadfall just to listen. And she was talking a lot for about 3 minutes. And I guess hens will talk to hens. It almost sounded like another hunter because it sounded exactly like my slate call. Actually sounded worse. So maybe I just don't know what turkeys sound like. And then, as soon as I started talking, it didn't sound like a gobble, but it sounded like something different. And that would be the general direction from where I thought I heard that putting at. It wasn't drumming. It was just like a putt. The only downside is I can't see. When I just turned around and saw the decoy, it scared me to death. I have no idea if this is a good idea. So cue a wardrobe change. I'm done turkey hunting for the morning, unless I just stumble upon something. So now I'm in a stand that I hunt out of a lot. I'll show you where it's kind of set up at. Right in front of me ends up being a big food plot every year. I've killed them out here during bow, muzzleloader, and rifle. I think it's the only spot here that I can say I've killed a deer all three ways out of it. But what always happens during bow season is I've never killed one in the plot during bow season, just because unless they're right in front of me, I don't have any business shooting 40, 50 yards into a food plot with a bow. I just am not that confident with it. But what I do end up killing them, or how I end up killing them during bow, is them coming up this, I don't know what you want to call it, coming up this point. That's what it is, a point from the lake. They come up it, and they'll come from either over my right shoulder, or they come down here from the left. But what always happens, this is almost without fail, is I'll have the deer coming in behind me. I shot a deer last season during bow that was standing, I think I shot it right in between those two trees, right on top of me. And they always, when they come from this corner, come out, get to about there, maybe 10 or 15 yards, and they turn right and they pop out in the field about 30 or 40 yards to my right. And they hardly ever go into the food plot for whatever reason. When they come from behind me, they come out and pop up here on the edge of the plot, and they go up the cut trail. I don't know where they're going. We don't think they make it all the way to the front of the field, but at some point they jump back into the right. And it's really easy for me to get busted when they're coming up right behind me. And so what I'm going to end up doing with this stand is I'm moving it about 80 yards down this tree line to the right. Can still kill those deer during bow season, and if it's muzzleloader or rifle, then it's nothing for me to be able to shoot the field. Also, hopefully cure a couple problems without causing any others. So Logan, I haven't heard from Logan in a while. He's walking around, I guess. But yeah, start working for the day. It's the other reason we're here. I hate taking down tree stands. I hate putting them up, and I hate taking them down. I would almost just hunt out of a climber all year. It's probably more efficient anyways. I guess I could kick it. That's not working. Usually I just unstrap it and throw it on the ground. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's not in there up top, so that's good. Yep, crap. I don't have enough rope. Probably should have thought about this before I took the ladder down. That's not true. I know I should have thought about this before I took the ladder down. Okay, so I think simultaneously I fixed a problem and created a problem. I tied one of those strap hooks to the end of this rope and have thrown it up and hooked the stand. What I've also learned, Rona, is that rope, my safety rope, has lost its slack because I wasn't paying attention to that. So we're just gonna pull this. Oh, here she comes. Crap, I hope I don't break it. Metal strap. I'm gonna break it. Sorry, I realize you can't see this. Oh no! No! Crap! Camera doesn't have a lot of battery left, but it's worth letting it die on this crap show. Oh, you got it. I don't even care if it falls on. I don't think I can get it off if I put the ladder up. Fingers crossed. Ah, dang it. I gotta use the other hook. Ah, crap. Okay, I'm gonna say right now, right, I'm not hunting out of I'm just gonna hunt out of a climbing stand. All year. This is stupid. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'll come get it later. I can't do anything with it. Just bring Logan, try to break it out. Oh my good grief. Okay, so we came back, set up, threw the tent up, started to gather a little wood for later. But we're gonna wait, ate some lunch, drink some water, ready to work. Although hopefully it's got to go better than that last freaking stand that I'm gonna leave there for eternity. We got 2 stands we got to move, 2 we got to take down, maybe move, maybe just take down for now. Check some cameras and check some mineral sites. Yeah, see how it goes. Try to run through this pretty quick video wise. It probably won't be the most thrilling thing in the world, but we're gonna stay strapped. Listen for gobbles. Okay, so we're looking for a stand. Okay. We don't really know where it is, but we're eager to find it. We know where it's got to go. We just don't know how to get to it. but it's somewhere in there. So, oh Lord. Yeah, no wonder he didn't want to hunt out of it. I've had them right there before during deer season pretty often. There's been a couple times where I've come out and eaten lunch, and I'll come back in. They're standing there. There she is. Oh, there's 2 of them. 3 of them. So we got the stand down.
Yeah, we got the stand down.
But what we did not do is take wrenches to take it apart. Well, we saw 3 deer.
We did.
So that was worth it. That was worth the trip back. We got all the time in the world.
Really do though. Take the ladder as a whole. Or split it up. And like put it on top of you. That's up to you.
I'll get tangled and aggravated, but I don't mind.
We've been aggravated all week.
That's true, we're finally at peace. I don't mind to get aggravated about this. Okay. Out we go. That'll work. All right, we're at the stand's new locale. It's gonna replace that old stand. I'm gonna use it somewhere else, maybe. Or maybe not, since I'm not using normal stands anymore. Mineral block, camera. We'll check the camera before we put the stand up. That way, well, it's just more fun. So yeah, let's see what we got. I could sleep up here for as long as I wanted to. Bring a little pillow.
Yeah.
Wake up, have deer all around you.
Pretty nice.
That'd be perfect. At my uncle, this will be his killing tree every time he sits in it. I mean, he's gonna kill one every day if he wanted to. That, oh gosh, that's gonna, down here to the left, where that point runs down, is gonna be, that's gonna be really cool. Okay, I'm about done. He better not miss a day in November. I'll be right here. Update. Logan and I have had our second snack meal. I'm enjoying a C4 frozen bombsicle. Only 2/3 of the caffeine of a bang, so it's fine. I'm not drinking 2 in a day. We checked a couple cameras. We got one more stand we're gonna move, and I'll show you what that's gonna look like when we actually get to where it's going. Okay, so I said earlier I was only gonna hunt out of a climber. This is gonna be, okay, what I meant was I'll only hunt out of a climber during bow season. This is, so it's gonna kind of be hard to see. I'm gonna have to cut some of this. I will have to cut some of this because these pine needles aren't gonna fall off. Yeah. But the idea is that we've always had a ton of deer that cut across the back of these trees, that come out of this corner, come out here where I'm sitting, and that come out to the left. I mean, they just move I'm literally everywhere. So this is just the one side that doesn't have a stand on it. And so this will just be a good overwatch, pick them off during gun season spot. Oh, poo. We got poo. It's still a little moist. Oh yeah. Oh, it still smells like poop. Look at my fingers. So here's the camp tour. Start with the most important thing. Back here in the back, has that toilet seat been here as long as you've been here? Yeah. So that's been here a long time. We got tent. It doesn't have much in it. Got a roaring fire, thanks to a pallet blind. Cooler. stash. And a couple of terrible turkey hunters. We should be out trying to roost a turkey right now. But you know, there's always next year. And so we still have in the morning. But yeah, I've eaten pretty much all my food. So
we're running low on rations.
We've only been gone.
If you see this, if you haven't heard from us in 2 days, please send help.
We can't even pack enough food for a day trip. Wow, that just escalated quickly. I can't even pack enough food for a day trip.